So it's around 11:45 p.m., almost midnight, and at any given location in America other than Alaska, it would be pitch black right now, but this is, of course, Alaska, where the sun never really sets in the month of June, so this is what we're looking at. This has been my TV, in a way, to the outside world from my hotel room, as you can see, right next door to many streets and businesses. Lots of traffic going on. At least there's nice scenery, some nice, beautiful used cars, maybe. And this is just what you want to hear when you're trying to go to sleep at night. Powerful engines blazing through the streets. In a fit of glory, at least that's what they perceive. To me, right here in my hotel room, it's kind of the opposite. Ah, sweet, sweet lullabies. You know, you wonder, at least I do, not being from here and not really knowing the rules of the road, are these roads that precarious in Alaska? Are the conditions here not great enough that people really have to improve their engines in order to run properly? Or more likely, do people, you know, try to give their cars superpowers to emit more noise and annoy people just for the attention? You know, I don't know how I'm ever gonna get some sleep around here. Maybe I gotta go somewhere else, far, far away from the noise pollution of Anchorage. Yeah, I wonder where I'm gonna go. I guess I'll just have to sleep on it. That's it, I've had it. I'm calling the front desk tomorrow morning that they get their hotel soundproofed. Good night. Hi, I should be riding to Tahkeetna this morning.
Start boarding that train around 7:50.
7:50.
Check that bag there. It's to the tent outside to your left.
Great.
You're all set.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your trip.
Yep.
Morning, how are you?
Good.
All right, where are you going today?
Tahkeetna.
Tahkeetna.
Yeah.
Are you staying at a lodge?
I'm staying at a nearby hotel. Yeah. Okay, so here's the deal. There are many ways to get across Alaska. Cities within 10, 15, 20 miles might be more practical with a different form of transportation than an automobile. The fact of the matter stands that less than 25% of Alaska's communities are even accessible by road. Sometimes it's just not worth it to take a car here to the state. Luckily for us, we don't even have to think about that. We didn't bring a car to the last frontier. So what forms of transportation do we use to get across Alaska, especially as we enter the interior? We could use a bush plane, but I'm already spending so much money on planes as it is to get to and from Alaska. I mean, we could take a watercraft, a boat, along that river in the distance, but that's a little too much work. Also very, very cold. Dog sled? Do you see any canines, huskies around me? That is not an option. So what are we left with? Well, the only thing we are left with are the rails. We are on the Alaska Railroad. We will continue to be on the Alaska Railroad for every subsequent leg on our Alaska journey until the end. This is the best way to get into the interior, in my opinion. It's cost effective, somewhat. It does cost a little bit of money, but rental cars are extremely expensive here, so the Alaska Railroad is probably the best option for any travel. Yeah, it does cost a bit of money, and it does take a little bit of time, but if you plan accordingly like us, well, you'll get there. And you'll get there in style. Now, Talkeetna is about 3 hours of a train ride away, but as you can see, the cars on Alaska Highway 1 are going a little bit faster than us. Yeah, big part of travel is deciding what form of transportation you want to take, how much you want to pay for such transportation, and how much time you're willing to forego in order to get to your next destination. It's a big science, and it's almost a fun little game. Oh, this is just awesome. I was in car C, and now we're in car D, completely alone. Here on the Alaskan Railroad, you're not restricted to just sitting in your seat the whole time like an airplane. Oh, no. You get the freedom to roam around, enjoy the view of different cars, you know, as long as you stay within your designated class. You know, I'm in adventure class right now, and I can't go to Gold Star class. Oh no, that's for the special people who pay a premium for those prestigious Gold Star spots. So no premium spots for me, but I think in the cars that we're designated, hey, it's not a bad view at all. Do you notice how just outside of these railroad tracks it is completely natural? No sign of human life. we were up in the top deck, the only accessible deck for the standard class where you can truly see everything in a 360-degree fashion. It was very cool. You got to see different spruce forests and lakes, as we're continuing to see now. Beautiful Alaskan nature. It's amazing to just think about. Beyond this railroad lies acres and acres of pure Alaskan wilderness. When you look out the window, it's just so impressive to see how beyond this railroad lies huge expanses of nothing but wilderness, spruce forests for miles on end. And of course there's other forests, but a large determinant of what these forests are going to look like is what can grow with permafrost just a few feet underground. So you're going to have plants and trees and vegetation that have roots that don't go directly down, but sort of go to the side and grow outward, because underneath, roots don't get nutrients from permafrost. They get nutrients from rich soil. Yeah, Alaska's home to many creeks and rivers, wild and untamed. Like this, you see no evidence of human tampering or contamination. These waters must be the purest in all the land.
You'll have about 10 to 15 minutes.
What's your favorite thing about working with the Alaska Railroad?
Pretty cool, huh?
It's been around 100 years, so
Yeah, don't go too close.
being part of the centennial year in particular, but it basically really helped colonize the state as well.
Right.
There wasn't a lot of access to the land before the railroad came through. We helped the gold rush, we helped like the development of communities, and there's still communities that are isolated enough that rely on the railroad that can't get to their, you can't get out there any other way. So
I see.
it's pretty cool.
So how does it feel to be part of that big Alaskan historic legacy?
Oh, pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome, yeah. And when you factor in that 100 years is a long time, but I've been with the railroad for about 15 years, and so a good percentage of that being able to contribute to something that's a big part of the state.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah.
You're looking into the 50th state.
Thank you. Well, it is official. We are off the train, off the Alaska Railroad. We will have more adventures with this train, but for today, our journey ends. And we land in a new town, far away from Anchorage, but still relatively close. In the whole grand scheme of Alaska as a state, the state is huge. So today's destination, today's endpoint is moderately close, I'll just say that. Oh, look at this. Another way of transporting yourself to and from the vast extremities of Alaska. So I will leave you guys off here at this new destination, which we will soon explore. Not now, though. I'm very tired, and I'm looking forward. Ooh, even more close. And I'm looking forward to getting a good night's sleep. Hopefully our next accommodation is a little bit better than the one we faced and endured in Anchorage. We'll surely meet again, continuing off our adventures here in the great state of Alaska on our second to last frontier tour. So lugging my luggage for the next 15 minutes until we reach the village of Talkeetna, Alaska, surrounded by the dense forests. It's surrounded by more travels to come. I will see you at the next location.